Everyone, and welcome to the My Message podcast. My name is Kyia Mochitani, and I'm your host for today's episode. Every episode, it'll be me right here. And on the My Message podcast, we are working to make our messy life our message. And so, without further ado, let's talk about what we're talking about today. We are talking about Kaizen, the idea of the word Kaizen and what it means, how to implement Kaizen into your life. And I know I have such a lame fun drink today. It's water. How lame is that? But whatever. I need to increase my water intake, so it is what it is. Anyway, Kaizen. What the heck does it stinking mean? And a little funny backstory is actually I am going to be in Japan when this episode is posted, and Kaizen is a Japanese word. And so I was like, you know what, like how kind of fun would that be to like bring my dad's side of the family, whom I've never met some of them before, and talk about a Japanese idea and what it means, how to implement it in our life. And so the Japanese word Kaizen means change for better. It just is this meaning of like constantly getting better at something. The word refers to any improvement, large or small, just is how can we improve every single day. I don't know if you've heard get 1% better every single day. That's basically the idea of Kaizen. And throughout this episode, we're going to talk about how can we implement this into our everyday life, what do we even do about it, and how can we change into having that kind of Kaizen mindset. And then at the same time, I actually have a book all about Kaizen. And when I was at school at Ole Miss, one of my gym friends, he thought of me when he saw this book, and so he got it for me, and it just is so awesome, and I just have taken so many notes in it. And so thank you, Michael, for this. This is just so special, and I'm so excited and so happy that I can actually implement this into today. So what a blessing this is. But yes, Kaizen simply means change for better, getting 1% better, continuously just getting better and better and better and better and better and better. So basically what it is just we're making small changes that progressively increase efficiency and reduce waste. A lot of people actually use Kaizen as a business strategy and just a strategy in any, like literally any kind of aspect or realm of your life. Kaizen could be implemented in. How cool is that? And so if you're at this point and it's like, I'm here now, I want to get from point A to point B, from step 1 to step 2, from level 1 to level 2, but I don't know how, I don't know what are the steps. And so Kaizen is literally just taking those small steps and breaking it down in simple terms and just getting it done. So ready. I saw this graphic when I was, researching about Kaizen, and it is, first of all, we plan, then we do, then we check it out, and then we act upon it. So we plan out what is our plan of improving in this specific realm of life. And I'm going to get a lot more deeper and specific within the book, but this is like a basis outline kind of thing. So it's, you plan it out, you create solid plans, you first define the areas of your life where you want to improve, the areas of your business, the area of your fitness life, the area of your relationship, the area of whatever. Plan that. Where do you want to improve? Where could that use improvement? Then, first of all, we had it all figured out. We planned it all out. Then we do. Then we take action. We start small and then we build and build over time. A plan is like, okay, it's nothing but really like a wish without action at the end of the day. Like, this is my plan, but it really doesn't mean jack unless you actually take action upon it. And so take that first step today. Take that first step when you have that plan ready. Take action now, start small, and then you build and you stack over time. Okay, and then you check. What does it mean to check? It's you review your improvements. You compare your check results to your plan. You compare all of your improvements and make it and see if it's making a difference, or if it's making your fitness life, your relationship better. And you just check and see, okay, this actually needs to be improved. I thought it was this. Okay, it's actually this. And I'm checking back to my plan. I'm going to change my plan a little bit. We're checking back. And then we're doing it all over again, right? We apply the changes again. And we determine the root cause of our delays and of our setbacks and everything like that. And so, plan, do, check, and act. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Think of it in a circle. We got plan, then we got check, we got plan, and then we got do, and then we got check, and then we got act, in a circle, and it's never ending. It's this continuous cycle. So how can we implement Kaizen into our life? Kyia, how can we implement Kaizen into our life? And so I'm going to open the book up and I'm going to read a few specific ways to do so. And this book is just so good. It's called Kaizen, The Japanese Secret to Lasting Change, Small Steps to Big Goals by Sarah Harvey, if you're ever interested in reading it. Okay, so if you're like, you know what, Kyia, I really need some help with my exercise. I don't exercise right now. I know I should. I just can't get into it. I just don't know. Okay, let's use Kaizen. First of all, what do we do first? We think about our main interests. What are our main interests? Oh, we like outdoor. Oh, we like indoor. We like group training. We like this. What interests you? Figure that out. Number 2 is then we'll create a plan. We'll do a long, medium, and short-term goals that work for you and your body. And so we're just taking it, step by step, slowly but surely. Short term, then a little bit longer, and then long term. You're never gonna be able to just run a marathon the first day you start running. Your body's not prepared for it. You're not prepared for it. Let's make those small changes. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so short-term goal would be, I need to find an unusual way to exercise. Maybe that's a drop-in class somewhere. Maybe that's an outdoor walk. Maybe that's a hike. Maybe that's the gym, something. And so our first step could be research the class, plan the outfit you will need to wear it. Why would I need to plan out the outfit I need to wear? Because if you have it all planned out, every single thing ready to go, you're more inclined to go do the workout. Bada bing, bada boom. Maybe it's okay, and then maybe our medium goal would be increasing that time, increasing the duration of our workout or of our exercise. And so maybe that's going for a walk for the duration of your favorite podcast. That's a little longer. Maybe it's instead of going to the gym for 30 minutes, you go for 35 minutes. It's just increasing that a little bit, like taking that one step further. And then a long-term goal could be, do it and do it more often. Instead of going one time a week for 35 minutes, maybe you're going 3 times a week for 35 minutes. And so it's just slowly but surely, slowly implementing more and more and more into that. This book is so incredible because it literally has, how can we use Kaizen in our health? How can we use Kaizen in work, money, home, relationships, habits, and challenges and stumbling blocks? And it is just like, what the heck? This is just such an awesome book. And when I was researching for this podcast episode, man, I just have learned so much. It's just amazing. Maybe you're like, Kyia, my issue is in my life, or where I need improvement is I am on social media way too dang long. Okay, in this book, it has how do you do a digital detox? Maybe our first step would be install a detox app for one day and see what difference it makes to your phone usage. Maybe it's every single day, slowly but surely deleting an app. Maybe it's every single day, slowly but surely spending an hour less on social media. Maybe it's in between lunch breaks, instead of just going on your phone, you're going on a walk. It's slowly just easing yourself in instead of just doing a full boom, cold turkey digital week-long detox. That's going to be so hard and so brutal. So how can we lead ourselves into that? Maybe it's then turning off our notifications for one day and reflecting how you felt afterwards. Did it make you feel less anxious? Did you use your time better? Maybe it's recognizing the social media apps, or reorganizing your social media apps so they aren't on your home screen. So maybe it's taking them like back one page and setting them backwards. Oh my gosh, Kyia, I am just having such a hard time with managing my money. I need the improvement of managing my money better. Okay, here we go. How do we do that? It's Kaizen isn't about, like eliminating all fun, no money, no extra money spent, no da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like, okay, slowly but surely, let's notice the problems. Let's fix those things one at a time kind of thing, but still have time for fun. It's not just like a cold turkey kind of thing. It's easing ourselves, leading ourselves into those things. And so there's a word, kakebo. Hopefully my Japanese family says that's right. So kakebo, which translates as household financial ledger. It's a method that helps you save money. And so maybe you're just like, okay, breaking it down. These are my like essential spendings. This is my culture and entertainment spending. This is my non-essentials. And then just seeing, okay, I could spend less here. I can save more energy here. I can, not go out to the club every Saturday. Instead, I can go every other. And so it's just, I don't know. It's like breaking it down in the simplest way and like getting so raw, so real with where we want to be improved, breaking it down to small its and pieces, and then fixing those little specks as we go. And then soon enough, we're going to have a clean surface and we're going to clean up those dust. And I feel like, what the heck? That is just so incredible. Another one I have is, maybe you're like, Kyia, I am so messy. My room is a mess. I have no room in my closet. Like, this is stressful. My closet is so crazy. Okay, how you can use Kaizen in cleaning your closet. And so maybe your first step is analyzing all the clothes in your drawers and being like, okay, yeah, this is a lot. This isn't good. Analyzing that, seeing that. And then maybe you just literally are taking, maybe it's taking every single piece of clothing outside of your closet and creating a huge pile and going through one by one. Maybe it's sorting through your sock drawer first and then your short drawer. Or maybe it's seeing that, oh wow, I have a lot of holes in these clothes and these need to get fixed. And maybe it's one time or one piece of clothing at a time you're fixing it. And if you don't know how to fix it, maybe one day you set aside time to go to the hemmer and get it hemmed. And then this book also talks about relationships, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is my ish if you know me. So I was like, okay, how can I use Kaizen into relationships? And so maybe it's doing a relationship inventory. And what it means by that is that it's first of all, just always taking a stock and asking yourself some probing questions about whatever it is. So that's like always our first step with Kaizen. We take our first step is like taking inventory, seeing where can we improve, what needs to change here kind of thing. And so maybe it's taking a stock of all your relationships and friendships and everything. And then rather than feeling like you have to tackle absolutely every relationship in your life at once, it's choosing just one or two people who you'd like to focus on. And you just ask these questions at the front of your mind. Does this person make an equal effort with me? Does this person enrich my life by being in it? Does this person make me feel good? Do I feel independent away from this person? How has our relationship evolved over time? It's just asking yourself these probing questions. And then it's like, okay, and with this particular relationship, how can I improve? Maybe it's talking with them. Maybe it's practicing gratitude. Maybe you keep a gratitude journal for a week and each day write about a person who made your day better. That makes you feel good when it comes to relationships. Maybe it's try choosing one person each week to send a note to, whether that's a text or a written card, and tell them why they make you happy and give them a compliment. Maybe when you think about this person, you think of how they fit into your tribe and all of the goodness that comes to them. all right, the moment you've been waiting for, people. How do we deal with difficult people? How do we deal with difficult relationships with Kaizen? Does anyone have any difficult people in their life? Does anyone have any difficult relationships in their life? I'll be the first to raise my hand. I'll be the first. Just kidding. But maybe it's you step back and think about where your relationship has gone wrong. Ask yourself these probing questions. Do you know a clear reason or reasons why your relationship has declined? If so, is there something that you could have done differently from last week's episode? Is there something you could have done differently? Where did you go wrong? And then also Kaizen is also remembering and being mindful in the sense of having patience, having clear communication, apologizing with this difficult person, remembering the good times and planning for the future. And that's like a good way to like deal with ended friendships or hard times, difficult people kind of thing. And so to just summarize, those are really specific kind of examples. And so all in all, like this is the steps on how to practice Kaizen. Make a list of improvements would be number 1. Always make that list of improvements and ask yourself those probing questions of, okay, why do I need to improve here? Or how does this make me feel? Or, whatever. Number 2 would be set your goals low. Like I said, you're not going to run a marathon the first day you start running. You're not going to be able to master waking up early the first time you do it, right? You can't master getting to bed on a good time when you haven't been for the past 5 years. Number 3 is just literally take action upon those changes. I like to say 1 change a day keeps the doctor away. How fun is that? I kind of made that up. I was like, okay, that was pretty good. So it's just implementing that IRL, as Jake likes to say, in real life. And so do what you say you're going to do and do those small things that are actually doable and within reach. Persistence. It's like knowing that you'll fail, you'll fall down, you may get down and out, but don't let that change your progress, and just keep going forward and keep continually getting better and implementing those changes into your life. And lastly, number 5 is notice and celebrate the benefits and the wins. It's noticing, oh my gosh, I'm actually doing a lot better at waking up early. Oh my gosh, like running, I can actually run for 5 minutes straight at a decent pace, a lot better than I would have before. So this is just so amazing. And so it's noticing those and actually celebrating those wins and those like exciting times of continually getting better. When I think of Kaizen, sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm just on this constant pursuit of just getting better, like I will never get there. But it's like when we notice and we take time to celebrate and to notice and be happy for those wins, then it becomes like, oh my gosh, this is a lot more enjoyable. Oh my gosh, like I'm setting my soul on fire. Like this is so much stinking fun. I like to say, what you do today, you'll do tomorrow. What you do today, you'll do tomorrow. If you just are staying stagnant, if you are just staying the same, if you are not on this constant pursuit to get better and better, then you're going to do it tomorrow, and you're going to do that the next day, and you're going to do that for way too dang long. So while everyone around you is trying to get better and better, you're just going to be stuck in the same spot. And to me, that's really scary. Like, I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to ever, I want to constantly just be on this pursuit of just constantly getting better and constantly getting better. And I'm going to do this today so that it's going to leave an imprint for tomorrow. And so I'm going to do it for tomorrow, and then the next day and the next day. And I'm just going to be in this cycle. If you're like, oh my gosh, Kyia, I love this so much, I don't want to go get the Kaizen book, I just am not feeling like it, I want you guys, some homework would be to research Ed Milet. His thing is the power of one more. And so it kind of reminds me to Kaizen. It's like his thing is stacking one more on top of one more on top of one more. And if you have 100 one mores, you're going to be 100 times better kind of thing. And so, I don't know, his story is really compelling because his father was an alcoholic. And so he asked his dad one day when his dad was trying to get sober, and he said, Dad, are you going to be sober for forever? And his dad looked at him and said, you know what? I don't know, Eddie, but I'm going to be sober for one more day. So if you take that as one more day, I'm going to get better, or one more way I'm going to get better at this one thing in my life, and one more change I'm going to do, and one more. So Ed Milet has the Ed Milet Show. It is so stinking good on podcast. You can find it anywhere. You can find it on YouTube. Look up Ed Milet, EDMYLETT. He is so incredible and just such a good, awesome Christian man. And so I always tie it into the Bible, or always tie it into God and faith at the end of the episode. And so where in your life can you improve your relationship with God? How can you get better and better? How can you take more and more time? Maybe that's waking up 5 minutes early. Maybe that's praying one time more. Maybe that's repenting. Maybe that's telling one more person about your faith. Maybe that's posting a Bible verse on Instagram. Let that faith be known. Don't shy away from that, and continually just be on this constant pursuit of growing closer and closer with Jesus, because how amazing and how special and how beautiful is that? But that's all I have for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. I love you with my entire being and more. It's actually stinking unreal. I can't even tell you. But I love you guys so much. You are my favorite. I appreciate you. I love you forever and ever and ever. I love you. Have the best day ever. Bye.